Welcome back tonight. We know Las Vegas is famous for its signs, from the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign all the way north up the Strip. They're a constant reminder that our city is open for business.
It's 13 Action News anchor Jackie Kosick now has more on how a historic company is now tied to the Raiders. Jackie.
Yeah, Trisha and Todd, what most of us don't know is that all of those, or many of those signs that are up and down the Las Vegas Strip, many of those were made by a Las Vegas-based company that's been in our city for almost 100 years. And you take a look at Allegiant Stadium and the signs all around the stadium, well, they were all made by that family-owned business. When Jeff Young strolls through the Neon Museum, it's like walking through a giant family scrapbook.
We don't seem to remember the buildings, as beautiful as they are, but we tend to remember the signs.
The signs, enormous and impossibly bright, have become synonymous with Las Vegas. And in many ways, it was Young's grandfather, Thomas Young Sr., who put the light into the City of Lights and the neon into the neon capital of the world.
I think about the countless, tireless hours that my grandfather put in traveling here from Utah in the day, and all those man hours to build these signs and take care of them all these years.
It's been 100 years to be exact since Young's grandfather started Thomas Young Signs in the small Utah town of Ogden. In 1931, gambling was legalized in Las Vegas. A year later, Thomas Young arrived right on time.
You talk about the golden age of neon and the history of Las Vegas, and it just doesn't get much better than that.
Thomas Young Sr.'s first big job was in the heart of downtown Las Vegas.
My grandfather was an artist, and so in the case of the Boulder Club, he went to his hotel room overnight and on a large piece of butcher paper drew what his vision was for the Boulder Club in colored pencil, 8 feet high, this piece of paper, rolled it up, took it next door. The customer absolutely fell in love with it. He hadn't even priced it. Go ahead and build it, and we were underway.
Just as soon as that sign went up, the nearby Las Vegas Club wanted one too. Working his way down Fremont, Young and his growing team continued to build. Bigger, taller, and more brightly lit.
And many people thought that the Golden Nugget sign and the next sign would simply fall. It was taller than the building. They thought it would just fall over, but he was smart enough to take the structure all the way down to the basement and attach it to the foundation of the building.
He was a guy named Ben Jones, an artist like Young's grandfather, a draftsman, and a self-taught engineer.
To imagine that sign was designed and engineered by a self-taught engineer today, you just shudder to think, but that was the history.
Rooted in family and limitless vision, Yesco has remained true to its DNA, all while helping to design, engineer, and ultimately usher in each new chapter of Las Vegas.
From Stardust to Circus Circus, all the way to most recently Stratosphere, The Wynn, Encore, MGM, New York, Aria, just to name a few.
So when the Raiders chose Las Vegas as the team's new home, the team tapped Yesco to help them usher in their new era.
I have to wonder what my grandfather would say if he were to drive down Interstate 15 today and look at that $2 billion stadium. He would be shocked to know that there's 4,000 signs.
4,000 Raiders signs, from the team's headquarters in Henderson to inside, outside, and atop Allegiant Stadium. Those letters on the top just happen to be the biggest the company has ever made.
If you look at that roof, it's compound. It's curved this way and it's curved this way. So to get the layout correct and to get everything to come together to light up just the way it does was quite a feat.
And speaking of feet, the square footage of those rooftop letters just happened to be the same as a football field. A good sign of what's to come. Now, of course, Trisha and Todd, I wrote that line before what happened tonight, and it has just been such a momentous night for all of Las Vegas, and you know that this company has really helped usher in this new era for Las Vegas and, of course, the Las Vegas Raiders, and I think we all can just savor the moment tonight.
Yeah, that's a fascinating look at some history right here in Las Vegas. Incredible.
Incredible. I never knew that Yesco had such a mark on the Las Vegas Strip and downtown and throughout the valley.
Yeah, this one family company has done so much for the branding of Las Vegas.
That's
known
for sure.
around the world.
Amazing story.
Yeah, great job, Jackie. Thank you for that. All right, coming up.